Ever felt that sinking feeling? You're staring at a pile of really important documents, stuff you need for maybe a job overseas or university or getting your marriage recognized abroad, and you just have absolutely no idea how to make them, official enough for other countries.
All right, let's talk about getting your documents legalized at DIRCO. We're going to break down exactly how to get it done on your very first try. No more wasted trips. Let's dive in and create your foolproof plan for success. There's almost nothing more frustrating than getting up at the crack of dawn, waiting in a line for hours, just to get to the front and be told, sorry, can't help you. It happens to so many people, but after this, it's not going to happen to you again. So, your first challenge, believe it or not, has absolutely nothing to do with your paperwork. It's all about beating the clock. It's a race against time that starts way before those doors even open. Your only goal? Just get inside. Take a good look at this number, 60. Seriously, burn this into your memory. This is the single most important number for your entire day. Why? Because DRCO only lets in 60 walk-in submissions per day. Once that list hits 60, that's it. Game over for the day. So the question is, how do you make sure you're one of them? Well, here's your morning game plan. It's just 3 simple steps. First, get there early. And I don't mean a little early, I mean really early, way before that 8:30 opening time. Second, as soon as you get there, make a beeline for security at the main entrance and get your name on that register. And third, have your South African ID or passport out and ready. They will check it. That's it. That's what gets you on the list and through that first gate. Okay, congrats, you're in the door. But now comes challenge number 2. And honestly, this is a really strict one that trips up so many people. It's the one non-negotiable rule of ownership. So here's the deal, and it's crystal clear. You can only submit your own documents. The papers have to be in your name. You can't do it for a friend. You can't do it for your cousin. The only exception is for immediate family, like your own child's birth certificate. But even then, the surname on your ID absolutely must match the surname on that document. If it doesn't, they will turn you away. It's a hard and fast rule, no wiggle room. And now we're at the main event, what I call the document gauntlet. This is where every little detail matters. Having the exact right piece of paper in the exact right format, well, that's the difference between success and failure. If you remember just one thing from all of this, please let it be this mantra: originals over copies. Unabridged only. Say it with me, because this is everything. Originals over copies. Unabridged only. This one phrase is your guide for everything that follows. So what does that actually look like for your civil documents? Birth, marriage, or death certificates? You'll see a pattern here pretty quickly. Abridged or shortened certificates? Rejected. That computer printout you got from Home Affairs? Rejected. Even a certified copy of your marriage certificate? Yep, rejected. For any of these, you absolutely need the original, unabridged, long-form certificate straight from Home Affairs. There are no exceptions to this. And that same rule applies to your other official documents. Got a certified copy of your police clearance certificate? That's a no. You need the original from SAPS with the original stamp and signature. A copy of your letter of no impediment? Nope. Bring the original issued by Home Affairs. And here's a big one. What about your passport or ID? Well, DIRCO doesn't legalize these at all. You just bring the original with you so they can verify who you are. All right, you've mastered the basics. You're doing great. But now it's time for what I call the boss levels. These are the 2 biggest hurdles that require a lot of planning before you even think about showing up at DIRCO. Okay, first up, the notary public. So what on earth is a notary public? It's really important to know this isn't just any lawyer, and it's definitely not a commissioner of oaths. A notary public is a specific type of attorney who has been admitted to the high court. And here's the key thing to understand. DIRCO isn't legalizing your document. They're legalizing the official signature and seal of that notary. That's a huge distinction. And you can see the difference right here. Look, on the left, you've got that common certified a true copy stamp from a commissioner of oaths. If you show up with this, you will be rejected on the spot. What you need is what's on the right, the notary's official seal, their signature, and their title. That and only that is what DIRCO will accept. And this brings us to our second boss level, and this one is for anyone who needs to legalize academic qualifications. So if you've got a degree, a diploma, any kind of school certificate, you need to pay very close attention to this next part. It's for you. Okay, listen up. Before you even think about the DRCO queue, you have to go on a whole separate mission, SOCA verification. First, you have to submit your qualification to the South African Qualifications Authority. After they do their thing, you'll get a verification letter back from them, and they'll put an official stamp on a copy of your degree. You must bring both of those things, the letter and the stamped copy, with you to DRCO. If you don't have them, it's an automatic no. So look at you. You've beaten the clock, you get the ownership rule, and you've navigated the document gauntlet and the boss levels. You're almost there. Let's just do one final pre-flight check to make sure you're ready for victory. Let's just boil this full thing down to 4 golden rules. Number 1, go early. You need one of those 60 spots. 2, originals only. When in doubt, no copies. 3, unabridged always. Get those long-form certificates. And 4, prep for the boss levels. Get your notary or SOCA stuff sorted out weeks, maybe even months ahead of time. You follow these 4 rules and you are good to go.
And that's your plan. See, you're not just crossing your fingers and hoping for the best anymore. You are fully prepared to succeed. So the only question left is, now that this whole complicated process is sorted, what amazing new chapter are these documents about to unlock for you? A new job? A new country? The possibilities are endless.